just joining us, welcome to Norway, to Lillehammer. We have the second day of the Junior World Championships here, and we are moments away for the first athlete to get underway for the individual Gundersen today, and that will be Hanna Christina Brobæk from Norway. And weather's perfect, the sun's out, -4, so it's a bit chilly, but that does not bother the Norwegians or the volunteers here, which are doing a fabulous job, by the way. And we're getting underway with Brobæk. Hanna Christina from Norway, a young athlete, 15 years old, will be turning 16 later on in the season. We are currently going from gate 16. We were going from gate 18 earlier on, but the conditions are on our side today, so we are from gate 16. And gets it down. Solid jump from the Norwegian youngster there. You know, it's one of these things where she has to get experience, and it's great that she gets the opportunity to start here today. 8th and 9th place in the Youth Cup, so she knows what she's doing. But up next, we have bib number 3, so we will not be seeing Zahana Kalova from Ukraine, but we will be seeing Sadie McCrank from the United States of America, another youngster who will be turning 16 this year, still 15. We wish her the best of luck. A few wobbles and troubles after the takeoff there, not finding herself at home on this hill, but again, she's a very young athlete, and she has got a long way to go, and she's got a big, bright future, I can give you that. Was it the Junior World Champion team sprint this year? So got 10th place with the Team America, which is great. Now, coming up next will be Caroline from Singapore. Lives in America with her parents, so she'll be training with the American athletes. She knows what she's doing on the ski jumping hill and proves to us that she really does. That'll be 83.5 meters. And she took part in the Junior World Ski Jumping 2 days ago. Sadly, got disqualified, which is a bit of a shame. But hats off to her for coming here and, well, taking part in the ski jumping and in the Nordic Combined. But eyes back up to the top for bib number 5 from Switzerland, Seva Lobsieger. We've seen her before. We've seen her in the team sprint. So let's see if she has regenerated and has got all her energy back. A slight wobble, but she kept her tension in the air all the way down into that telemark landing, which is crucial to get those extra points. Remember, it is the Gundersen today, 71.5 metres. It's the Gundersen today, so every single point counts. Had a great season so far, 3rd in the Youth Cup in Kandersteg in Switzerland. So she's had a great preparation. Great to see the Swiss athletes here. That's a minute 36 behind the leader. Up next, from Slovenia, Manka Kobenta, 72 metres in the trainings round. Explosive takeoff, and nicely done. Good flight, very good high tension, and a nice landing with the telemark. Let's see what the judges say about that. 14.5. Another athlete who has been around the world, I should say. She's been to Germany, Austria this year at the Alpine Cups, always having a top 5, top 20 placing. But that jump will put her into 2nd place, 22 seconds behind Caroline from Singapore. Up next with bib number 7 though, Rinon Naro from Japan, 65.5 metres in the trainings round. Had a bit of a trouble with the takeoff. Let's see what she can do now. And a lot better jump, a lot stabler than in the provisional round we saw before. 77 metres, 10 metres further than before, so she'll be happy with that. That will put her into 3rd place, 29 seconds behind. But coming up will be her teammate, and she'll be looking back up to the top with the bib number 8, Rosa Kikuchi from Japan. Another athlete who's been in the Continental Cups in Sweden, Falun, which has just been, she got a top 20 there, 18th place. Let's see what she can do here. Very aggressive after that takeoff. The tiniest bit late, and if you are late on that takeoff, you're basically jumping into thin air, and there's nothing left for you to jump off. It's like on a springboard. If you get that timing right, you don't really jump high, and that's what it's like on the ski jumping hill. 14.5 from the judges, 72.5 meters, puts her into 4th place with 1:05. And the next teammate from Japan, bib number 9, Yuzuka Fujiwara. We all know this name. She has had lots of Continental Cup starts this season, top 15, and of course a silver medalist in the team sprint on Wednesday. So she'll be motivated and just short on that meter where she would have wanted to be there. A very stable jump though in the air and on the landing, but we know she is a very, very strong cross-country skier, so she'll be looking forward to that later on. 75 meters, and that puts her into 9th place with 44 seconds. 4th place, sorry, with 44 seconds. Up next from Germany, Finja Eichel. 4th and 2nd place in the Youth Cup this season already. She's had a great preparation, and 70 meters in the trial round. And a good height, and a good solid jump from Finja there, from the German athlete. Remember, it is the individual. If you're just joining us, welcome to Lillehammer, Norway. We're underway with the Women's Junior World Ski Championships individual Gundersen today on the normal hill, 5k. And so you haven't missed much. We're still on the top 10 jumpers. 82 meters for Finja there. She will take the lead 28 seconds before, but eyes back up to the top because it's the Austrian coming, Anna Brantner. Anna Brantner's had a great season. She's showing us that now, and what a jump that was, and a great flying style in the air. Very stable. She's had a 1st place and a 3rd place in the Youth Cups this season already. Has gone to the Alpine Cup with the 6th place. So she's having a great season, a great preparation, puts her into the lead with 44 seconds lead, 87 meters that was. So she's been very consistent during the last few jumps. Here is from the United States of America, bib number 12, Haley Brabeck. No, it's not the other sister Brabeck. She's in Lahti at the World Cup. All eyes on the younger sister. Good solid jump from Brabeck there. She knows she's got a bit of work to do on the ski jumping hill, but she's still young and she still has, well, a lot to come, and a big wave, big smile. That's always great to see. 64 meters, 10th in the team sprint with her teammate on Wednesday. So it's great that these American athletes are out here and showing us what they can do. But here's somebody who does know what she can do. Anna Sinona from Italy, a very experienced athlete. She really is. She's had a bit of a tough season, but she said she's come here in good shape. Struggling a bit on the ski jump hill here in Norway. And she is a very good and strong cross-country skier. 64.5 meters. Judges being a bit harsh there. 14.5. Remember, the judges go on how their style is, where are the arms, what's the flight like, how's the landing. That's how all the points come together. Let's see if Fabian Klump from Germany can bring all the points together to take over the lead from Anna Brantner from Austria. We will see. 80.5 meters in the trainings round. She's got the height and a great jump. We'll be starting to see some great and far jumps from these athletes. 85.5 meters, a great 4.5 meter further than in the training. That will put her into 3rd place, 56 seconds behind the Austrian. So there's still quite a big gap, but we still have quite a few athletes to come, with Giada Del Guan from Italy coming up next. Remember, bronze medalist from the team sprint, and an extraordinary strong cross-country skier and a strong ski jumper as well. She likes this hill, she likes Lillehammer, she likes Norway, she said in an interview, and they didn't stop giggling at the interview the other day. But 79.5 metres for the Italian. For these athletes, starting with a team event and getting a great result will motivate them and say, hey, we're in great shape, we can really go for it in the individual today. Bib number 16 next, with Aino Kanevala from Finland. Sixth in the team sprint on Wednesday, 25th in the Continental Cup, and 7th in the team event, and a great solid jump from her. She will be a bit disappointed, shake of that head, lost the tension and a bit late on that takeoff. 70 metres for her, so she has got a bit of work to do later on the thinner skis. Up next with bib number 17 from France, Annelelle Paris. That's a nice name, isn't it? 78.5 metres in the trial round. Another athlete who's been around the world this season already at the Continental Cups, and she's got the height, and what a jump that was from the French athletes. Yes, I was just going to say, will we see that FIS? And so we should. 89 metres, the furthest jump so far in this competition round. Judges liked it 16, 15.5, 14 I find a bit harsh. But surely that should be enough to take over the lead. It's not. It is not enough. 42 seconds behind Anna Brantner. That just shows what good of a jump she had with 87. And here comes the teammate from Brantner, Clara Mentil. Saw her the last few days ago in the team sprint. It was 4th for Austria there, not quite enough. But what can she do now, the Austrian athlete? 84.5 metres in the trial round. We've got a bit of a waiting game now. Wind isn't quite in that corridor, and this is what Lillehammer is known for, but it's in the corridor now with the green light. And let's see what Clara from Austria can do. Very aggressive jump over the top. It's never easy for the athletes if they have to wait on that gate for a bit longer. Some athletes don't mind it, and some, well, it really disturbs them. That was 74.5 metres for Clara Mentil from Austria there. And she'll be looking forward to the race, a strong cross-country skier. So she will be able to show us what she can do later on. But all eyes back up to the top for the Swiss athlete, Julia Belz. We know this name. She was in the team sprint event the other day. 9th in the team sprint and Youth Cup. This year she got a 2nd place at home in Kandersteg. And what can she do here now? Good solid jump from the Swiss athlete. 68.5 in the training, so she did have a few troubles, but 76.5, and she will be happy with that. Seventeen years young, I should say. But up next, it is Ludovica Del Bianco. We know this name as well from the team sprint. It was a bronze medal for Italy, the big surprise of the day. And she likes this hill, she likes Norway. And a good solid jump there from her as well. With a good telemark landing, that'll put her, 80.5 metres, that surely should put her in that good top 10 positioning to go and have a great race. She had a great race on Wednesday. Let's hope she is well recovered for the race later on. 6th place, a minute 40 behind. And here comes the Austrian athlete, Eva Maria Holzer, still at school. Of course, quite a few of these athletes are still at school, I should say, sorry. She goes to the boarding school in Stams, mentioned it before. Let's see what she can do. And a great jump, great height, and a really nice flight from Holzer there. She got a nice lift in the air. And let's have a look where that will take her. 80 metres exactly. So she'll be very happy with that jump. She had 71 in the training, and she obviously likes competition jumping because she just showed us one of her best jumps so far. Puts her into 6th place, a minute 33 behind. She'll be going back, getting ready for the race later on. The crowd's getting louder. That can only mean one thing. A Norwegian athlete is coming. Gressley Ingrid. Place in the team sprint, but she's got the height. Where will it take her? And it takes her down. That is one of the longest jumps we've seen so far today. She likes jumping, she really does. She said, yeah, I was a bit tired on the cross-country skis the other day, she said. 88.5 meters. So let's hope she isn't so tired today, and hopefully she's awake. The crowd should wake her up. A good wave in the camera. 28 seconds, 2nd place behind Anna Brantner. Next up from France, Marion Dros-Vissart. Another athlete, 5th place in the team sprint, 5th in the Alpine Cup. So another great season she's had so far, and a good preparation for the Junior Worlds. Bit of a wobble, and she got it down safely, but she had a bit of adjustment made over the first few meters of that jump there. .5 meters. That'll put her down a bit, but another strong cross-country skier, and she'll be looking forward to the race later on. Bit disappointed. We've got a bit of a waiting game at the moment. We are going down coach request to gate 15. Remember, we have been going from gate 18 sometimes. And but let's have a look for the next athlete in bib 24. Karina Kozlova. She likes it here in Lillehammer. 94.5 meters. That is why the coaches went down a gate. So let's see what she can do here. The wind is looking good. A bit of a tailwind, so she is going to have a great jump here now to get over that 90 meter marking. What can she do? She has that height. She has the height, and she goes down all the way down to that bottom red line. What a jump. And she is in her own jumping world there. She really is. And she has had a great season as well. 1st in the Alpine Cup, 10th. And she's a bit disappointed. 93 meters there. But that will put her in a good positioning for later on. She would have been wishing and hoping for more. Bit of a hard wind condition. Takes the lead. 42 seconds in front of the Austrian athlete. So she will be able to have a great race later on. But here's someone who's having a great season. It is the Slovenian athlete Masa Likoza. 2nd in the Continental Cup, so she knows what she is doing and what she's talking about. 92.5 meters in the trial round. What can she do now? A wee bit short of that last red line we would have needed. Jumped over to the left quite a bit there, but a good landing. And this will be a neck and neck race now for the last jumpers. We have the last 10 jumpers coming up for you, so don't go anywhere. 89.5 meters. And that will put her definitely in that top 10 positioning. And that she'll have a good ranking for the race later on. 2nd, 25 seconds behind the leader. 20 seconds behind her will be the Austrian athlete, but all eyes backed up to the top because Maya Law from Austria had her World Cup debut this season and is having a great one so far. She knows what she's doing on the hill. She's got that height and landing it very nicely. Been here at the Continental Cup a few weeks ago, so she knows this hill. 15th there, 16th, 17th. 4th place now for her, a minute behind, so anything is possible. But she will be looking back up to the top to her teammate Sophia Egensberger, who also had her World Cup debut. Has been 4th in the Continental Cup in Schornach, 5th in the Alpine Cup, was 7th in the team sprint here a few days ago. What can she do today? And a good jump from the German athlete there. 88.5 in the trial round. We'll see what she has done now. That will be there or thereabouts. I'm not seeing it on my monitors at the moment. Seeing the judges marking 16, 17, so they liked it. .86 meters. Minute 14, so she'll be chasing and hunting down her teammate Maya Law, who's just in front of her. But here is someone who will be wanting to not hunt everyone down. Evans Nora Helena from Norway. The crowd's getting loud, and what can she do? And a slight problem on that takeoff. They did not get the timing right there at the end. But she'll be looking forward to the race later on. It's at home. Her friends and family are here. She said 76 metres. So she will be down a bit, knocking out of the top 10. So she'll be wanting to get in the top 10 at the race later on. But here is somebody who will be wanting to be in those top spacing. Tia Malova from Slovenia. A very, very young, talented athlete. The overall Continental Cup winner this season. So that just shows what she is about, and she has the height. Where will it go? And over the last red line. What was that for a jump from the Slovenian athlete? We had 97.5 in the trial round. That was a 95-metre jump, and the best we've seen all day. So hats off for her there. That just shows why she is the Continental Cup overall winner. And the Continental Cup is the competition before you get to the World Cup. Puts her in second place, but 7 seconds behind the Ukraine athlete. But here comes Anna Kirko. Can she get in front of the Ukrainian and the Slovenian athlete? Anna Kirko also knows what she's doing. 6th in the team sprint the other day with her teammate. 8th in the Continental Cup here in Lillehammer. So she also knows the hill, and so she shows it as well. A bit of a disappointment there with a shake of the head, but that will definitely put her into a great positioning for later on. 83 in the trial round, 85, so a nice good up there. .11th with a minute 41. But here comes Romana Bod. We all know her, the brother in the World Cup. She's been in the World Cup this season, back at the Junior Worlds, so all the best for her. And she's got that height. Oh, and a bit of a wobble on that landing. And that will be what the judges will mark her down for, but that was a great jump from her. Another talented athlete who's had some 2nd and 3rd places in the Alpine Cups this season, a top 20 in the Continental Cup, 5th in the team sprint the other day. Just getting told she has to go to the material control. 5th place for her, 55 seconds, so she'll be hungry to hunt down the athletes in front of her. But watch out, fasten your seatbelts. It's Teja Pavek, who we all know can jump. And she has that height. Where is it going to go? And what a jump from Teja from Slovenia there. And what a landing that was as well. 95 metres. That's going to put her in a great position for later on. These Slovenian athletes are really, well, they've had a great season, all of them, but they've had a great preparation for the Junior Worlds. And Teja Pavek going into 3rd place, just going in between both of her teammates, 12 seconds behind the leader. But here's somebody who might disturb that with bib number 33 in a lovely white suit. It is from Japan, Yuzuki Kanuma. Can she get into those front positionings? 94.5 in the trial round. What can she do now? She has the height. She has a lovely positioning and a great landing. What is that going to be for her? This is getting so exciting and interesting. 94 metres exactly. Remember, the Ukrainian athlete jumped 93, 95 from the Slovenian athletes. So she should be round there or thereabouts in the top 5, and puts her into 2nd place, 5 seconds behind the Ukrainian athlete. My word, this is going to be a great race later on, but it is not over yet. Here comes Katarina Gruber, has had her first World Cup victory this season in the mass start. She likes Norway, 97 in the trial round, in the trainings round. Coach request down a gate, so They obviously know we have great conditions. She has headwind. Where can this go? Will we see a 100-meter jump from Katarina Gruber, the youngster? She has the height, very aggressive. Where is it going to go? And down to that final red line. And let's have a look if we can see a shake of that head or not. But the judges liked it. 17, 18. Haven't seen that 18 so far today. Well, the Norwegian being a bit harsh there with a 15. But what a great jump that was for her. She takes the lead, 94 metres. So this is going to be a very, very exciting race later on. 11 seconds lead for Katarina Gruber. If you're just joining us, you have just missed a very, very exciting women's individual Gundersen ski jumping round. But don't go anywhere. In around about 20 minutes, the men are going to start. All right, let's have a look of what the standings are after the jumping. Katarina Gruber from Austria, 11 seconds in front of the Ukrainian athlete Karina, 16 in front of Yuzuki, 18 Tia, and then we have another Slovenian, 5th, 6th, 36 seconds. And if you're in the top 10, you're only a minute 10 behind the podiums. And tell you one thing, Ramona Bard in 8th, a minute 6 behind. She'll be hunting down that 3rd place. Ingrid Gressley, 10th with a minute 21. And someone who'll be looking forward to going ahead will be Carolina Kaur from Singapore with 2 minutes 4 behind. So a great jump from her. And, well, a bit of a hiccup was made, I should say, from Marion Drosbissot from France. And she'll be eager to get in the top 10 in the Junior Worlds. If you have just missed the ski jumping, you can rewatch it on YouTube on the FIS app as well. But don't go anywhere, because in around about 15 minutes time, the men will be starting in their individual Gundersen race today. And it is all go. We will be back later on at 3 o'clock and at 3:45 local time for the men's race. But for now, go and get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and then make yourself comfy on the sofa, because we will be in for a great round of the men's ski jumping. I've seen jumps today over 100 metres, so maybe we'll be in for a bit of luck. Thank you. See you in a bit.
ikke det, eller?